Hello and welcome to the first in a series of instructions for StructuresOffice. In this tutorial we're going to cover installation and uninstall of StructuresOffice and a brief introduction to the user interface. So let's get started. I already have StructuresOffice installed. If I want to uninstall it, I can either go in Windows 8, I can right click, pick Uninstall, or you can also do it from the control panel. This just simply pops me up here and I just click on Install. That removes the interface. The type library is not unregistered. That doesn't hurt anything. So now let's go to the installation. I like to use Norton Safe Search before I install anything to see if it's been submitted to Norton for review, and Norton checks it for threats, identity threats, annoyance factors. So you can see the StructuresOffice has been certified. Go to Downloads page from the home page, click Download, and click Run. It'll download it. And you'll see as you move through this, you must accept the EULA. You really should read this. I'm sure it's not a surprise that there can be no guarantee that bugs don't exist. There never will be a guarantee. You always have to assume it's possible you hit a combination that produced an error. What we've done in StructuresOffice is to do calculations redundantly so that you can cross-check your results. You should make use of that, and I'll explain how to do that in a later tutorial. It'll install on a 64-bit machine under Program Files x86. If you're on a 32-bit machine, it'll be installed by default under just Program Files. The application's been certified on Windows 7 and Windows 8. It has not been certified for XP, and since support for XP has gone away from Microsoft, we probably won't ever do that. Okay, once the installation is complete, you'll see the icon down here in the lower left. Double-clicking it brings it up. And this is the standard Microsoft Office interface. Follows the same standards as Microsoft. You can adjust the style. Over here is your basic file operations underneath this circular icon up here. You'll see that the user interface is broken down first into tabs. All your construction operations are on the construction tab. Underneath the construction, the tabs are then broken down again into panels. See, edit functions, views, all your construction objects are here, trapezoids, rectangles, etc. This is a series of point operations for when constructing. Sometimes it's convenient to add a point at an intersection of two objects, or to check that the length of a flange is the length you expected. Transformation operations, translate, rotate, mirror. You see if there's an arrow here and you click on it, it'll gives a pull down of other functions. So rotate all is click up here. If I want to see rotate selected, rotate duplicate selected, you'd have to have the object selected, of course. That's why it's not highlighted. And same for mirror. An object has to be selected. Union and undo the union. Union is a Boolean operation on objects. Eliminates overlap. And then there's section management, which if you have complex sections, you might want to say evaluate the upper chord or lower chord of a beam. This gives you a way to break that down into subgroups and evaluate them independently. Up here is the quick start, quick access. You can control that by going to more commands. The advantage of the quick access is that any functions you put up in here are available across multiple tabs. So if I wanted to add the, say, undo function and make it available, I would go to the construction tab, scroll down to undo, and click add. Click OK, and you'll see that the undo function is now available up there. Now, if you click new again with a document open, you'll now see you got two documents that operate completely independently. So if I add a section to this, say if I add a disk and click on this document, which makes it active, I can add another document there, another object. Now the document that's on top is your active document. So if I go to computations, click section properties, what I see is relative to the current document. You can delete them. So that's it for the brief introduction. Please follow on to the successor tutorials, and I'll go into much more detail on making use of how to construct objects. Thanks for watching, and I hope you follow on to other tutorials.